The magic that creates millions. Have you ever watched a warrior collapse to his knees on the battlefield? Not because he lacked strength, but because he was exhausted, overwhelmed, or felt like all his effort was for nothing. The truth is, most people give up before they ever see victory. In the world of money, it's the same. Most folks will never see real wealth, not because they're unlucky or unskilled, but because they quit halfway, get lost in their own doubts, or fall for shiny shortcuts that lead straight to disappointment. If you're here looking for a magic formula, you might as well turn back now. But if you want the raw truth, if you want to learn the secret art that separates true warriors from the crowd, stay with me until the end. What I'm about to share might not just change your life, it might save you from a humiliating defeat. Picture a silent battlefield where every dollar is a sword, every decision is a strike, and every mistake can cost you years of progress. This is where real millionaires are forged. It's not luck. It's not tricks. It's not some secret move. It's discipline, patience, and strategy. If you think you can win this war with shortcuts, you'll end up like so many others, wounded, tired, and empty-handed. But what if I told you there's a silent magic, invisible to impatient eyes, that can turn small amounts of money into a forest of wealth? Would you believe me, or would you think it's just another legend told by old men around the fire? In Millionaire, the day started before sunrise. The sound of swords slicing the air, apprentices sweeping the dojo, merchants setting up their stalls. It was all part of the rhythm. I was just another face in the crowd. Training, working, always wondering why some people built treasure while others barely scraped by. There were mornings I woke up doubting myself, questioning if all the effort was worth it. I'd watch the elders, the silent masters, and wonder, what's their secret? Is there some hidden spell? A secret technique passed only to the most dedicated? Or did they also feel fear, make mistakes, and think about giving up? One stormy night, I stumbled across an old scroll, forgotten in the back of the temple. On it was written, "Wealth is not in strength, but in time and discipline." That phrase echoed in my mind. What did it mean? I kept searching. I asked the masters, watched the merchants, studied the habits of the most prosperous, and I noticed a pattern. They all talked about something called the magic of compound interest, but no one explained it clearly. It was like a forbidden secret, shared only with those truly ready to listen. So I decided to test it myself. I took a small amount of money, almost nothing, and set it aside. The next month, I added a little more. And a little more. At first, it felt pointless. The money grew slowly, almost invisibly. There were days I wanted to give up, spend it all, or believe it was just a fantasy. But as the months passed, something strange happened. The money started to make more money. It was as if each dollar had learned to multiply itself without me having to fight for it. I went to the village master and asked, "Master, how is this possible?" He smiled, with the look of someone who's seen many warriors fall and rise, and said, "Young ninja, you've discovered the magic of compound interest. The secret isn't how much you earn, but how long you let your money work for you." I remembered the story of the golden bamboo, years of patience, watering, caring, seeing nothing happen. But when the right moment comes, the growth is explosive. That's how compound interest works. At first, it seems slow, but over time, it becomes unstoppable. Of course, it's not all easy. Many warriors give up halfway. They spend their money too soon, fall for easy promises, or just don't have the patience to wait. I almost gave up myself, but every time I thought about quitting, I remembered the bamboo in the scroll. Discipline beats strength. You might be wondering, but Ninja, how long does it take to become a millionaire? The answer depends on three things: how much you invest, the growth rate, your interest, and how long you let your money grow. If you start early, even with a little, you can get there. If you start late, you'll need more effort. But the secret is to never stop. Time is the greatest ally of the ninja investor. Let's look at a real example. Imagine you invest $100 a month with a rate of 1% per month. In 30 years, you'll have more than $100,000. If you double the time, the value explodes. Time is the greatest ally of the ninja investor. And it doesn't matter if you start small. The important thing is to start, because time only works for those who act. But don't think the path is easy. Many warriors give up along the way. They spend their money too soon, fall for easy promises, or just don't have the patience to wait. I almost gave up myself. But every time I thought about quitting, I remembered the bamboo and the scroll. Discipline beats strength. And it's this discipline, this consistency, that separates true masters from impatient apprentices. Have you noticed how most people want quick results? They want to lose weight in a week, learn a martial art in a month, get rich in a year. But true masters know the secret is in repetition, patience, and time. The ninja who trains every day, even just a little, becomes unbeatable over the years. The investor who puts in money every month, even if it's just a little, builds a silent fortune, invisible to impatient eyes. And here's a secret few will tell you. The biggest enemy of the investor isn't the market. It's not the crises, nor the temporary drops. The biggest enemy is anxiety. It's the urge to harvest before planting, to spend before multiplying. That's why the ninja investor learns to control the mind, to wait, to trust the process. Because in the end, patience is always rewarded. Now, I want to know, which village or city are you listening from? Have you ever heard about the magic of compound interest? Drop a comment below and tell me what your biggest challenge is when it comes to investing. And if you've made it this far, get ready. In our next training session, we'll uncover the mystery of cryptocurrencies, the gold that lives in the wind. Don't miss it. And after this training, take a look at the links in the description. There are video suggestions and resources to help you prepare for your next financial battle. Knowledge is the best armor for the modern warrior. Remember, the magic that creates millions isn't about tricks or shortcuts, but about discipline, patience, and the power of time. Start today. Even if it's with just a single dollar, bamboo may take a while to grow, but when it does, nothing can stop it. And if you want this old ninja to decode other modern spells like Pix, that's Brazil's instant payment system. Look it up. Unlimited credit cards. Or the evil chakra of endless bills, leave your suggestions in the comments. The investor's journey is long, full of challenges, temptations, and doubts, but it's also full of rewards for those who persist. It doesn't matter where you are now or how much you have to start with. What matters is the decision to act, to plant your seed, to trust in time. Because in the end, the real treasure isn't the money you accumulate, but the knowledge you apply, the discipline you build, and the patience you cultivate. Until our next journey, young grasshopper. And remember, the true master isn't the one who knows everything, but the one who never stops learning. Time is your ally. Use it wisely. And may the magic of compound interest transform your life just as it transformed mine.